I have been doing content creation before it was called content creation. When I started doing videography, there was no such thing as TikTok. Now I'm showing my age. Oh my gosh, one job. There was no such thing as TikTok. There was Facebook and IG, but like IG wasn't big. It was more Facebook, and Reels wasn't a thing. It was more like landscape videos, right? And then everyone started making Reels. It's funny because I was working in a nightclub as a DJ, which I still am, but the nightclub that I was working at as a DJ, I started doing vlogs with my GoPro landscape, right? And they saw, the potential that I had. And then they were like, why don't you just make us content for the club and we'll pay you? So I was like, okay, cool. It's the same thing. So I'll just cut out the personal parts and I'll just add the club stuff. So I did that. Fast forward 14 years, here I am today. So pretty much that was my journey. I know I jumped like a big jump, but don't want to bore you with all the details. That could be a whole nother video. But today's video, I was talking about pretty much how content is a very important part of your business. The reason why is because if you don't put out content, no one knows you exist. Like I like to tell people, right, and my clients, you could have the best service or product in the game. You could have been around for 15, 20 years. You could be making tens, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month. You could be making millions of dollars a year, right? But if you're not on social media and no one knows you exist, you're working from an older business model type of making money. And look, I understand you're making lots of money, you're wealthy, you're very good at what you do, business is doing well. That's all okay, That's all okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your business has no social media presence, then you're gonna keep falling behind, because you're not gonna get any newer clientele unless you have your own way of bringing in new clientele, like word of mouth or your website, for example. But you gotta remember, there's all different types of demographics these days. Like Gen Z, for example, that demographic is all on TikTok and Instagram, right? Barely on Facebook. They are, but not as much, right? You get the older demographic of like 30 plus who are all on Facebook. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, they're all on Facebook, right? So pretty much you got all that audience there. But you gotta remember, from like 10, 12, 15, 20, they're all on TikTok, like non-stop all the time, and Snapchat. Those are two biggest platforms for Gen Zs right now, and I think forever on, right? So pretty much you got to remember that you got to create content. And people say, oh, I don't have the time to create content. That's why you have creative agencies to do the work for you. Someone like myself who runs his own business and who looks after businesses' content for them. Do you know what I mean? So pretty much, I know you're like, but how can you get enough content for like my business? We plan it, we strategize it, and we do like an upload schedule where the content gets scheduled automatically. So you don't have to sit there and post every day. It's called a content calendar, right? And there's so many different like platforms and applications that you can use to run this. Then you may say to me, Arnold, why should I hire you then? Why you should hire me or anyone is because we know what to write in terms of hashtags, in terms of creative SEO, in terms of captions. We know what to write to engage the audience. I also know how to create an interesting IG reel, like a hook. The hook is the most important part of the video, because the hook is the first 2 to 3 seconds of the video, and that's when you need to capture your audience, you need to get their attention, especially if they're not following you, right, and they're a new person. Because if you don't like hook them in the first 2-3 seconds, you've lost that person forever. Or maybe until you make like the next video that's decent enough to get them to watch more than 40 to 50%. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but a video watched more than 50%, 60% is classified as good content to IG, to TikTok, to Facebook. And then when the algorithm sees that person has watched the video for more than 50%, they're like, okay, this is good, this is classed, considered as good content. So let's push this video out to people that have never seen this Instagram account or TikTok account before, so that way we can see if they will like the video, right? Then you get Bob, who sees the video, watches it for more than 50, 60%. Then it's like, okay, Bob likes this video. Now let's push it out to a further audience, right? And so what it does is, its immediate audience pushes it out to a handful. Then it pushes it out to a bigger circle, and then a bigger circle, and then a bigger circle. And then soon your video's gone viral and it's got, say like, more than 100,000 views, correct? But like, for your video to get 100 views, 1,000 views, 10,000 views, 20,000 views, 50,000 views, 100,000 views, 500,000, 1,000,000 views. Your video has to circulate through multiple layers of like funneling through all the followers that it pushes it out to, the audiences, right? Each audiences that push it out to, they have to watch more than 50% of the video, like, comment, engage, share, all that stuff, right? All that stuff contributes to creating viral content on social media, or what's considered as viral content, right? And the biggest thing, people are like, oh, like they're saying stuff in the comments about this, about that. Look, comments are always gonna be negative and positive. They're gonna be both, you know, pros and cons. In life, not everything's gonna be pro. There's gonna be cons, there's gonna be pros. You're gonna experience the good with the bad with the good. You're not gonna get always good. That's not how like life works. That's not how social media works, right? And if you can't handle a comment, like a comment that's gonna affect your emotions, then what I'm gonna tell you, there's two options you got. Either forget about content, forget about social media because you can't handle it. Actually, there's three options I got for you. Let's start again. Either you understand that you're not gonna be able to handle it, so you get someone to do the content so that way you don't feel it when someone comments on it. Second option is you man up, or if you're a woman, you woman up and you just deal with it and you learn how to embrace it and work your way around it. Or third option is just don't do content. Simple as that. And forget about social media. But obviously, if you're watching this video, because you want to do content and you want to learn more about content creation, right? So you have to pick one of those three options. And obviously, for me, I picked manning up, and whatever comes, you just take it as it comes. Trust me, I've had my fair share of nasty comments on viral videos. And at the beginning, you're like, oh, why'd they say that? And you know, you're like, oh, you feel down for a bit, and you start overthinking about things and this and that. But then you're like, wait a minute, this person's username is user123, and then you go to their account, there's no profile picture, and they've got like 2 followers, and I'm like, why am I worried about this person that's scared to put their name up, doesn't even have any photos, that has no followers? Why? Because imagine in real life they would not say anything to you, right? Because they have no confidence to say it to you. But right now, they're saying something to you because you can't see them. You don't know what their name is, you don't know what they look like, they have no followers, nothing. So why are you worried? You've got nothing to lose, right? You've got nothing to lose. And even if they are an existing like account, right? It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're creating the content for you. You're creating the content for your business to do well, right? It's not about them. It's not about them like hating on your stuff, because look, I know this is, everything I'm gonna say, there's some controversy to it, okay? You have to understand this, because nothing is easy, right? Nothing that's gonna make you successful in life is easy. But that's the thing, right? People that get it easy, they're not successful, because the people that push through all the hardship are the people that are successful, because they've come through at the other end, right? They've pushed through the hardship in life, and that's why they're now successful with content, with income, with their business, with their partner, with anything that they're successful with. They're successful because they've pushed through the hard times, right? And it's the same with social media. You gotta understand that comments are not a bad thing. Comments are a good thing. Why? Because you need comments to trigger people's reactions, right? The more comments you have on your videos, the more your video gets shared. The more chance your video has of going viral. Why? Because look at all the videos that have gone viral on social media, whether they be YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. Look at the comment section. Look how many negative comments there are. Look how many positive comments there are. I guarantee you, if you went to the comment section, right, and you sat there for a good 5, 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, however long it takes you to read through all those comments, I guarantee you that more than 50%, 60% of those comments are negative comments. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Because people, for some reason, like to gravitate towards hate, towards towards negativity, towards cons. Like, no one likes to be like, oh, good job, or oh, nice work, or keep it up. You'll get those comments, yes, but there won't be like 100% of the comments. Very rare, because people like to hate. It's just the world we live in. This is the world we live in. This is society. It is what it is. When someone sees someone else doing well, they hate. When someone else disagrees with someone else, they hate. When someone else dislikes the way someone looks, talks, smells, acts, anything, they hate. When someone is not friends with someone and they're jealous, they hate. Welcome to the world we live in. You just have to learn to accept this, okay? As a influencer, as a content creator, social media, whatever you're doing, you just have to learn to accept this, because the sooner you learn to accept this, the sooner you will be successful. I'm telling you now. Like, it will change your mindset. This is the biggest mindset shift that will change your social media for the rest of your life. I'm telling you now. All the people that come to me and say, Arnold, I want to do what you do. And I'm like, okay, first thing is you need to change your mindset. And it's like, what do you mean? It's like, you know those videos that you're talking about and you're like, I'm worried about what they're saying. I don't like the way I look, this, that, I'm not confident. They're gonna say bad things about me. Scrap all that. That's the first thing you need to remove from your mind. What you need to do is go out there and go with your camera and focus on what your niche is, what you want to talk about. Like, write down heaps of notes, just brainstorm, just brain dump all the notes that you can think of, right, on a notepad. And then break it down into topics, into like ideas. And if you need help, ChatGPT is your best friend. Use AI. Using AI is not cheating, all right? Using AI will help you and guide you to give you more constructed and scripted ideas in terms of how to word it and how to put it into topics for like engaging reels and engaging pieces of content for your audiences. Trust me. All you do is take everything that you've got in here, tell AI, and then tell it to spit you out 30 reels that are 20 seconds each with topics, and give you a basic rundown of a script. And then what you do is, it'll give you all that information, it'll spit you out all that information, right? Then you take that and you put it into your own words, the way you talk, the way you'd say it, right? Then you use CapCut Pro or CapCut, whichever one you have, both the same. CapCut Pro gives you pro features of giving you captions, so then you can, put captions on your videos, so it gives you more engagement. And then there you go. You got CapCut Pro, you got ChatGPT. There's 2 apps that'll help you to make content. So you can't say, I don't know how, because I just told you how. And if you're still asking how, rewind this video and watch what I said again, because I just gave you all the answers to making content. It's not hard. If you're saying it's hard, then you're just making it hard for yourself, and you don't want to better yourself. You don't want to make content for yourself. You don't want to be successful. Remember, it starts up here before it gets out there, right? It always starts in here. If in here it's saying it's hard, if in here it's saying I can't, if in here it's saying I'm scared, then it's never gonna go out there, and then no one's ever gonna know about it, all right? Because you gotta start in here. You gotta be confident. You gotta be confident in yourself, because no one's gonna be confident for you. No one's gonna come save you. No one's saving you. I'm telling you now, no one's saving you. You have to save yourself. Even when you're going through hardship, no one's gonna come save you. You gotta do it yourself. But when you're winning, why does everyone come then? Exactly, because you're winning. Because everyone wants to be a part of your life then, right? Because you're now successful, right? But then it's like, nah, you weren't a part of my journey from the beginning. You didn't believe in me in the beginning. So why should you be a part of my journey now when I'm successful? But look, that's another video, that's another story. What I'm trying to say is, it starts in here. You gotta build this up first before it goes out there. Discipline, confidence, tunnel vision, focus. You need to look into your life and say, what do I need to change? And look, I don't want to make this video too long because it's already been 14 minutes, but I'm sure that's enough information to get you going. I will make more content based around this topic in the future, go into more depth, go into more areas of what I know from my experience and my knowledge. But look, every day, I'm always learning new things, right? And I'm always implementing new things. You gotta always learn to adapt and implement, right? Things are gonna change, society's gonna change, technology is gonna change, apps are gonna change. You gotta learn to adapt and adapt quick. So I'll leave it at that for today, but make sure that if you have any questions, hit the comments down below. Please like and subscribe, share for more. I'm gonna be adding more value, more and more often. If you have any questions you wanna ask me, put in the comments below and I'll make another video based on that question or that topic that you ask. I'm more than happy to help. I'm here to help. So thank you for watching. Enjoy your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.